This Sunday, we have sunshine. We have the final Sunday of the year, and we have an amazing gathering to take us into a new chapter of our community life. So, I'm Julia Lakey, and I will be your service leader today. And if you're visiting, please participate as you're comfortable. And stay and introduce yourself and be part of all the welcome activities this morning. Our congregation is committed to individual freedom of belief. We welcome diversity. We seek to promote a sense of community, which is palpable in this room, and fosters religion, which enriches the spirit. We're a mostly lay-led community, strengthened and enriched by weaving together the volunteer contributions of members and friends. As we begin our service, please take a couple of breaths to center yourself and become fully present. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, and bring your attention into this moment of communal reflection and sharing. We acknowledge that we are on the traditional homelands of the Swabash, Coast Salish Native people. The Puyallup people have lived on and stewarded these lands since the beginning of time, and they continue to do so today. We recognize that this land acknowledgement is one small step toward true allyship, and we commit to uplifting the voices, experiences, and histories of the indigenous people of this land and beyond. Whoever you are, whomever you love, however you arrived here, you belong here. And I'd like to invite Vicki and Ted Claybaugh to come forward and light our chalice.
What a treat to stand before you and see so many of you here. Hooray for us. It's so beautiful. Hey. I cry easily, you all know that. I'll try to get through this. So glad to be up here welcoming you this morning. What a treat. Okay. We Are Waiting by Reverend Leslie Takahashi. This is a season of anticipation, of expecting, of hoping, of wanting. This is a time of expecting the arrival of something or someone. We are waiting. This is the time of living in darkness, in the hues of unknowing, of being quiet, of reflecting on a year almost thankfully past. Waiting for, I edited that one, waiting for a new beginning, for a closing, or an end. We are waiting, but the UUs are waiting together, and it feels really good. Thank you.
We're honored to welcome Reverend Florence Kaplow to our pulpit. We're really excited too, actually. Reverend Florence is a sixth-generation Unitarian Universalist. She trained at Starr King School for the Ministry and Iliff School of Theology. She served Quimper UU Fellowship in Port Townsend, Two Rivers Unitarian Universalist in Carbondale, Colorado, and the UU Church of Urbana-Champaign in Illinois. Her first career was as a conservation botanist, working throughout the western U.S. on the conservation of rare plants. Reverend Florence is also a Zen priest and teacher and offers retreats and classes online and through several Zen centers. She's a writer and has authored 3 books. Reverend Florence mentored our former minister, Reverend Victoria Poling, who was instrumental in connecting us with Reverend Florence. And today, the VIUU Board is delighted to present Reverend Florence as the minister we have chosen to join us in shared ministry at Vashon Island Unitarian Universalists. So please welcome Reverend Florence Kaplow.
Well, hello, hello. Good morning. And a big thanks to the whole search team who were very inspiring themselves, as were all of you when I was here, about a month ago. So, and a special thanks to Kate, who seems to take care of every detail you could possibly imagine, including the order of service this morning. Oh, when I was here in November, I was so touched by the enthusiasm, the engagement, and the palpable kindness in your congregation. And I did feel that from the search team as well. And that's a big part of the reason that I said yes to the invitation from the search team to consider being your new quarter-time minister. We are not making any assumptions. The vote is still to come. So, but I did see a cake back there. Just saying. So give that some consideration when you're voting. Oh, okay. I really do have a fairly serious sermon here, but anyway. So it seems appropriate to me that, and this has already come up, you've heard this in the chalice lighting, it seems appropriate that this day is the hinge of the year. We are just past the winter solstice. We have somehow survived Christmas and all the family complications. We've come through the darkest days, right? I mean, actually, our days are getting longer now, which is shocking. And of course, it happens very quickly. It's kind of amazing how quickly we start to see the light later and later in the day. So this morning, we are going to celebrate the dance of the old and the new. And we're really going to be doing it together. So let us begin. Okay, we have to work things out here. There you go. Yeah, that's great.
I'm too excited and I'll get lost without the notes. So, we are going to have our first hymn, which is in the gray hymnal, and it's number 346. Come sing a song with me. So please rise as you are able, and if there are any song leaders who want to help us up front, we'd love to have you.
Oh
Our first reading this morning is by Maya.
This reading is by Denise Levertov, called For the New Year, written in 1981, but no doubt just as pertinent today. I have a small grain of hope, one small crystal that gleams, clear colors out of transparency. I need more. I break off a fragment to send you. Please take this grain of hope so that mine won't shrink. Please share your fragment so that yours will grow. Only so, by division, will hope increase, like a clump of irises, which will cease to flower unless you distribute the clustered roots. Unlikely source, clumsy and earth-covered, of grace.
Leslie, whatever special music you'd like to share with us. So beautiful. Leslie, I loved hearing you play with all of the arriving conversations, sort of like a little creek, but it's so lovely to enjoy your music all on its own. So, our next reading is by Jean.
Well, it's not really by me. It's by Wendell Berry. It's called The Larger Circle. We clasp the hands of those that go before us and the hands of those who come after us. We enter the little circle of each other's arms and the larger circle of lovers whose hands are joined in a dance, and the larger circle of all creatures passing in and out of life, who move also in a dance to a music so subtle and vast that no one hears it except in fragments.
So one of the things that I love to see in a service is when little pieces of the service come together and it wasn't planned. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's a rose up here. No one knew that who brought that we were going to be singing A Rose in the Wintertime. And there are irises. So as a botanist, I pay attention to these things. So these days between solstice or Christmas and the new year have this feeling of a kind of arrested motion to me. Many of us are not at work, those of us who work. The world slows as we wait for the new year and the start of the calendar again, getting ready with our new 2026 calendars. Like the moment at the top of the Ferris wheel, that hovering stillness before the wheel carries us around once again through another cycle. I don't know if you ever sing the UU chant for the seasons. There's a beautiful line in there, turning the star wheel. It's kind of what we're doing. All the frantic energies before Christmas have been dissipated. The families have gone home, many of them. The presents are unwrapped. The cookies are perhaps almost all eaten. The Christmas tree needles are beginning to dry out. And soon, everything will quicken again, back to our crazy 21st century pace. This time has always been seen as a time of reflection, of going inward, a fallow time of considering, or at least giving you the opportunity to consider what has passed in the year that's almost gone, and what seeds we wish to plant in the coming year. And this is also the time when many of us remember those in our lives who have passed. Perhaps for some of you, this is the first turning of the year without a beloved family member or friend. Or perhaps it's been many years, but still in this time you think of those who are gone. I'm sure for some of you, maybe many of you, there is still some sadness that even though Reverend Victoria has gone on to a wonderful full-time ministry, you miss her, right? It's just part of this dance that we do together. Whatever you are feeling, I invite you to really bring that fully here. There is not a better place to feel what you feel, whether that's tears or laughter, than in the midst of a beloved congregation. And of course, there's also the new that is arising. For some of you, this might be the first year with a new child or grandchild. Just yesterday, I was with my sister and her children and the very first of her grandchildren. This was his first Christmas. First Christmas. I gave him a little, from the Suquamish Tribal Museum. It was a little, like one of those bath toys, but it was an orca with wonderful native designs on him. I hope he was eating it when I last saw him. So maybe for some of you, this is the first year of a brand new life, first year of living on this island, whatever it may be, whatever the new is that's arising. And of course, the possibility of the first year of a brand new minister in shared covenant and ministry with you. Life is actually like this all the time. At any moment, there are things that are passing away. Some of them are very large, we notice them, we feel them, others are more subtle. And there are new energies arising, moment after moment. It's just at this time of year we can really notice, we can really feel it. I called this service the Dance of the Old and the New, and the beloved Kentucky farmer poet Wendell Berry wrote in the words that we just heard, "We clasp the hands of those who go before us, and the hands of those who come after us, and the larger circle of all creatures passing in and out of life who move also in a dance, to a music so subtle and vast that no ear hears it, except in fragments." Whenever I hear this poem by Wendell Berry, I think of contra dancing. Who here has contra danced or square danced? Oh yeah, we got some dancers here. So contra dancing is an old American dance form, still practiced by hippies, former Peace Corps volunteers, lovers of old-time music, nerds, and people like me. Of course, I looked it up. Vashon does have a contra dance community, and I noticed, actually, I'm going to, if all goes well of the vote, I'll be here on the second weekends of the month, and they dance on Saturday night, so I may be joining them. And in a contra dance, for those of you who have not seen one, it's a little different than square dancing. The dancers line up in long lines facing each other, alternating the male and female parts, although now there are a lot of queer dances where people can choose which part they'd like, whether they want to be lead or follow. You can figure out who used to be male or female in that scenario. So everyone joins hands, and this really lively, beautiful music starts up. Fiddles and guitars, piano, accordion, penny whistle, any kind of musical instrument can appear, while playing jigs and reels. And the caller calls out, "Take hands 4," or "Do-si-do," or "Swing your partner." And the dancers swirl in these beautiful patterns. I'd love to see it from up above, with the skirts and feet flying around. And in the course of the dance, the really great thing about contra dancing, in the course of the dance, you dance with each and every person in your line, taking hands, letting go of hands, swinging, smiling, eye to eye, body to body. You do have a partner, and you and your partner for that particular dance are connected and meet up every few bars of the music. But you are also connected to everyone else. And not just to everyone else, but to the rhythm of the music and to the long history of all the dancers that came before you. Dancing in Grange halls in New England 200 years ago. My very first contra dance was when I was 18 and on an Outward Bound course in Maine, and it was in a Grange hall. Dancing in ballrooms with peeling wallpaper and scuffed up floors. On the grass at weddings. I've been to a few contra dancing weddings. In library meeting halls and church basements. Maybe there's even been a contra dance here once or twice. And I don't know why this is, but a palpable joy arises in that dancing, in those patterns that you make as you come together and come apart, come together, come apart. In a contra dance, the meeting and the parting are both beautiful, making that larger, constantly changing pattern of the dance. I've, on more than one occasion, reminded congregations that ministers come and go, but the congregation remains. This is actually true. Actually, though, it goes beyond that. Everyone comes and goes, eventually. But I'm sure you've had to say goodbye to people who've moved off the island to be closer to family or to go off and do something else with their life. And then this new person shows up, and you think, oh my goodness, where were they? How did we even have a congregation without this particular person who has appeared for us? So even though the people change in a congregation too, and the ministers change, the dance remains. Years ago, I watched an older couple, members actually of a UU congregation, as they prepared to give up everything they owned except for 2 suitcases, because they were going into retirement and they had decided that they were going to work overseas, which is exactly what they've now done for over a decade, as part of their post-retirement. And all they could take was 2 suitcases. So one of them described to me that process of giving away a whole house and life of things, the house where they'd raised their children. She said that the first book was the hardest. But then there was the joy in the giving away, in sharing the stories of beloved objects with the new people who were taking them, in finding a new place for each thing. You may not know this, but there are actually documented cases of house burning down euphoria. This really happens. You know, you'd think it'd be like the worst day of your life, and they're like, wow, it's gone. This is great. People have lost everything they own, and what they experience is tremendous lightness and ease. Just think about that for a moment. Oh. But let's be honest here. Other losses rend and tear the heart. I think of grief as another form of love. Only what we love with all our hearts will break our hearts. Those things that were in that house, well, yeah, maybe there's some lightness there. But there are other losses that break our hearts. And in that heartbreak, we bow down and acknowledge the love. I can remember times in my own life where everything was like a wintry field for a long time. Maybe you do too. One of my favorite books is called Wintering: The Power of Rest and Retreat in Difficult Times. I'm seeing some nodding heads. Maybe some of people know this, by Catherine May. She writes, "Winter is not the death of the life cycle, but its crucible." And this quote, "I recognized winter. I saw it coming a mile off, since you ask, and I looked it in the eye. I greeted it and let it in. I had some tricks up my sleeve, you see. I've learned them the hard way. When I started feeling the drag of winter, I began to treat myself like a favored child, with kindness and love. I took myself for walks in the fresh air and spent time doing things that soothed me. I asked myself, what is this winter all about? I asked myself, what change is coming?" And then one day, and surely all of us here have known this as well, one day there is something different. The first green shoot in the mud. The first bird song. If you're a birder like me, seeing that first migrating bird coming back. This has been such a hard year for our country, each of us touched in one way or another. And yet, among the people that I know and work with, I see little signs of spring in their hearts, a sense that there is some hope, even as we know there is no certain outcome. There's a beautiful saying, "Keep a green tree in your heart, and perhaps the singing bird will come." We're like that. Even without the green tree in your heart, even with the heart locked in winter's cold, one day the singing bird does come again. If anyone's wondering about that in their own lives, it's true. It's true. Flying across the fields with its lilting, sweet song, and we lift up our heads and we feel that first breeze of spring, amazed that the winter in our heart could end. And it does. And the star wheel turns again, moment after moment, the great dance of the whole world. And we are notes in that dance. We are all part of the dance. But most of the time, we forget to bend our ears to the dance. We are so caught up in the dancing of life itself, of all its details, of all its dramas, sometimes so frantic and overwhelming, sometimes so completely engaging that the larger pattern is lost to us. But now, in this time of stillness, the top of the Ferris wheel, if we pay attention, we can stop for a moment and see or feel or hear the pattern. And I'd like to invite us all to do this together today. So just for a moment, maybe close your eyes for a moment, have a little moment of silence. Consider What is it that you are letting go of, fingers releasing as I speak? Maybe something big, maybe something little. What am I letting go of? And what is it now that is reaching for your hand? So you'll discover that I'm quite passionate about the idea of shared ministry. And one of the ways that we can share ministry is we can actually not have the sermon given just by the minister, but actually have our own wisdom come forth as well. So today I'd like to invite you to do this. So don't worry, you're not going to have to get up here and speak. But I'd like for all of us to make a pattern together of this beautiful dance of meeting and parting, of the old and new. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to turn to somebody, ideally groups of 2, but who knows, 67 people, more or less. Maybe there'll be one group of 3, but not more than 3, or else everybody isn't going to get a chance to share. So try for 2. Ideally, not the person that you came with, just to make it a little more complicated. And just very briefly, just in a sentence or 2, to describe something of the past year that is leaving your life, or has left your life, or something that is coming into being in this new year, a new beginning. And when we speak to one another in this way, the person who is listening, listen with your whole heart. Receive the offering from the other person. This is, you are hearing the pattern. You are hearing a fragment. And so listen to it with as the in-breath and the out-breath of the world. So I'll invite you to do that. And actually, I think what I'll do is I'll give you a moment to kind of get settled, figure out who's going to go first. You have to speak, somebody may be hard of hearing, so you may have to kind of lean in, not speak too loudly, other people, so that everyone can hear. And then each person will have about a minute or so to say something. And if you maybe even you can get both of them in that time. And then I'll ring the bell, and you'll just go on to the next person. And if I see a group of 3, I'll ring the bell one more time. And then the first 2 people, maybe there's something else you want to say to each other. So, but in that first part, just one person speaks, and then the bell rings and the other person speaks. Sound good? Okay. Find your partner. Oh, I'm going to have to stay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I see people still looking for partners. Raise your hand if you don't have a partner. Let's see. You want to come up and talk with our musician, Leslie? Okay, go ahead and begin. First person. Go ahead and start. Go on to the second person. On to the third person if you're in a group of 3. Otherwise, you can just chat as you're already doing. So this is the hard part, to actually stop talking to one another and come back. But you're going to be embarrassed if everybody else is quiet and you're still talking. Oh, look at that. You're all so well behaved. And why are you laughing? Somehow I'm not surprised. So, we've made a dance together this morning, here in this space. As you have made a dance together, some of you for years or even decades, some of you just for this morning. And we are now preparing to dance together in the coming year. Coming and going, loving and arguing, sharing joys and sorrows, births, deaths, changes, a music so subtle and vast that no ear hears it except in fragments. So I thought it would be fun after our dance to sing a hymn that is actually about dancing. So it's hymn number 311 in your gray hymnal, and it's called Let It Be a Dance. So let it be a dance. And I'd love to have, I stood up here. If I can sing up here, you can sing up here. If you want to come and be one of the hymn leaders.
I want to chime in that I will play the first page as an introduction, and then we will sing all 4 pages together 3 times.
And you are not going, so you could, if you could stand in, it would be nice to stand in body or spirit. So whatever that is for you, that might be sitting down. And if there is anybody who'd like to join, it would be lovely to have you up here with me.
Let it be a dance we do. May I have this dance with you. Through the good times and the bad.
We're going to move on to our time of joys and concerns, and we pause the recording. And we now resume recording. As members and friends of the Vashon Island Unitarian Universalists, we commit to supporting our congregation. Financial resources help us pay speakers and staff, support our social justice programs, and maintain our building. So please support VIUU with pledges and offerings so that we can continue to be a vital community. Our congregation engages beyond our walls for peace, social and economic justice, freedom of belief, and protection of our planet and its inhabitants. And once a month, we contribute financial offering to a regional, national, or international organization that aligns with our values. This week's offering supports our beloved community. Our greeters will now pass around the offering baskets, and please join in singing "We Give Thanks."
I'd like to close with a few words from the poem we heard earlier by Denise Levertov. She lives in the town that I live in Port Angeles, Washington. Please take this grain of hope. Only so, by division, will hope increase, like a clump of irises, which will cease to flower unless you distribute the clustered roots. Unlikely source, clumsy and earth-covered of grace. Happy New Year. Welcome to the Mysteries of 2026, just around the corner.
I'd like to welcome George and Ann Lewis up to extinguish our chalice.
I'm almost there. I can do this.
Microphone.
Microphone. Today's reading is called Choosing Hope by the Reverend Michelle Collins. Go from this place knowing that hope is not a certainty, but rather a choice. When the world offers you despair, choose possibility. When cynicism seems reasonable, choose engagement. May our hope be grounded in love and expressed through action. Yep. And may we return here when we need to find the courage to choose again. Choice.
Well, many thank yous for an amazing service. Thank you to Reverend Florence Kaplow for your thoughtful words. Leslie for your incredibly spirited music this morning. Jean and Maya for being our readers. Vicki and Ted for the chalice lighting, and George and Ann for the extinguishing. Kate O'Hare for your efforts in coordinating all this. To Runa, our tech, and to all of you for being part of this, and anyone online. So we will have a rather unusual setup after the service, but first we're going to have our VIUU announcements, and then we'll be led in a special time by our board president.